Welcome to the Thoughts Every Hour Show podcast. It's TOAJ Jackson, man, your favorite average Joe. Hey, man. I know this ain't graphic tees, but are we still gonna wait for the intro? Because I don't know when he's gonna give it to us. We just going.
I would like to wait.
Okay. I'll ask him again this weekend. Like, what's the status on it? I mean, it still can be time. I still got like 3 more episodes to edit anyway, with the audio and shit. But hey, man. Hey man, listen here. Dum 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 boom boom dum dum dum. The champ is here. Tyler said, North Carolina, if you want some, come get some. Hey man, another ring, man.
That's what it's about, bro.
You really had to be honest, you had more rings, but you were a selfish player and gave them away. You're selfless. I'm selfish. I'm keeping all my shits.
I had a lot of opportunities to get rings, bro. But the one I really wanted, I got that bitch.
That's what's up, bro. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I really am. You say you were gonna bring. I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I ain't never going.
That would have been like I've gone to North Carolina for the past since 2022. Mm-hmm. Always going April and September, and I've never not come back with at least a ring.
Okay, so that's the one that means the most to you. That ring?
So this one, so the format I got the ring in, this one, I've lost that format 4 times. Like 4 fucking times. And I hate it.
Okay. So, because the one ring you got that was in Davenport, when we were potting, when we was in the peak socially thoughtful era.
I didn't really care about that.
That
was like early days.
Okay. So. All right. How you living, my boy, man?
Well, it is rough, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It is rough and tough. Life is kicking my ass. Yeah, that's all I can say. Life is kicking my ass. I'm trying to fight back.
I feel that.
You know, all you can do is tuck and roll.
I'm about to start a new chapter in my life. I start my new job on my birthday next Monday.
You couldn't get it off?
Huh?
You couldn't get it off?
Nah, it's first day of training. I couldn't get it off. Okay. But I got the night job off. That's what I cared about.
Okay.
I ain't mind going to the day job. It's just 9:36. It's first day of training. We ain't doing shit.
All right.
Talking about being selfish. I am about to move out on my own.
Okay.
It's just something I feel like I need to do for myself. And I am prepared for whatever results come from it.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm at a point in my life to where I'm always worried about other people. And I think it's time I need to worry about myself.
As a person who always says that, it sounds easier.
It's easier said than done.
Definitely.
Correct. I agree.
Because that's something that I waver with myself. Is only worried about myself. And then in moments where I don't have an opportunity, such as this weekend in North Carolina, where I had an opportunity just to solely worry about myself, I was still looking out for somebody else. So
true. So today, man, it's going to be part 2 of the series, Discipline Over Desire. This episode title is called The Power of Strategic Selfishness. So I want to shift how people see selfishness, right? Being selfish isn't wrong. Being directionalist is.
Being selfishness, you said being selfish isn't wrong.
Being directionalist is.
Being directionalist?
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying without direction.
Correct.
Okay.
And like we had a conversation off air. I will agree. Me wanting to move by myself is a very selfish move. I'm not going to sit there and lie and say that it ain't. But I do feel like it is a necessary move as far as the growth of myself and the growth of whatever relationship I may get into or may not get into. It's just I need the I need to be able to rely on myself, and I need the experience. And once I get that, then I'll be like, okay. I think for me, me moving in by myself is going to give me the. I know y'all say y'all can get the discipline living with her, but it will get. I can, but for me, like I at this point in my life, I need to be able to prove to myself I can do it without having a soft landing.
Okay, I mean,
like you said, it could go really good or it could go really bad.
It definitely could. I mean, you say you don't want the soft landing. Sometimes the soft landing is what you need, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
true.
Without a soft landing, you might hurt. You might you might learn a hard lesson.
Very true. Right. As men, we're always taught to always give, but we're never taught to protect ourselves. And we gotta learn how to, have boundaries, energy protection, and saying no. Like I do have a hard time saying no to people I care about, because I don't like to see people I care about hurt or people I care about cry. But they don't have a hard time saying no to me.
So I don't. So okay. So I'll put this in context, right? This past weekend, went to North Carolina, right? Mm-hmm. Leading up to North Carolina, I had an opportunity to, or I always drive to North Carolina, right? And a lot of people know that I always drive. So going up to North Carolina, I usually go by myself because I don't really like to be on other people's time, and I don't want people to like feel some type of way when they're on my time, because you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So certain people hit me up, hey, when you leaving? Leaving Thursday. All right, bet. Certain people trying to ride with me because they don't have their ride, or their rides flaked on them, or whatever it may be. So get up to North Carolina. Obviously, I'm up there for me. Certain people hit me up. Hey, this is going on. I should have did X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a chastising ass person to be like, oh yeah, you should have did this, or you shouldn't have done that, or whatever. Do what you got to do. You don't do what you got to do. Certain person that we've talked about on the pod numerous of times hits me up, and
that's right. She do play flag, right?
And hits me up and is like, hey, can I get some assistance in making my way up there? Now,
okay. So before you say that, when's the last time y'all talked? Before that conversation,
earlier that week, or like the previous week. Okay, it wasn't like this was the last time, like a long last time. Okay, but it was just regardless. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like you said, it's not that I don't want to say no, but it's more of the standpoint of like creating that boundary, not for them,
but for yourself,
but for myself, to be like, hey, I'm not gonna cross my own boundary to let myself down. So likening it to what we talking about with the discipline, having the self-discipline to say, hey, you made a choice, stick with your choice. Obviously, didn't stick with my choice, assisted, because this person was going through, a little bit of a rough patch or whatever, and I know what type of release this brings me when I'm going through tough shit. This is just a way for me to get away from certain shit. So it's me putting myself in that situation. Help out this person on the back end. Now on the back end of it, I'm feeling it financially. Because it's like,
as it always happens.
Because it's like, damn, should I done it? Should I not did it or whatever? But also in the conversation I'm having with this person, I made this statement like, it's crazy that you have a lot of people that say that they fuck with you, but in the moment of in the moment in time of need, it don't seem that way. And I'm really, and me at this point in my life, I'm really big on loyalty, and my loyalty has a different type. Like I look at it from a different type of lens, and it's like maybe I'm a little too harsh on it, but I'm really hard on that shit. Like if you real deal over something as small as this, if you real deal like can't look out for me, then it's like, I really can't be. I'm not finna be in your face like laughing and smiling and shit like that. Cause I know what it took for me to get up here and go where I needed to go and get what I need to get, and I struggle to do it. And it's like, not to say that you really watch me struggle in doing it, but you watch me struggle when you had the opportunity to help. And granted, everybody has the opportunity to say yes or say no, the same way that I had the opportunity to say yes or say no. So I guess in all of that, it's like the discipline of actually saying, no, I cannot, and not giving an explanation for it. I think that's really my biggest thing is
I agree.
I think that's my biggest thing is like, I can say no, but it's me saying no without giving any explanation. Because I feel like I have to give an explanation.
And you don't.
To give context, and I really don't.
You don't. I struggle with that as well. Strategic selfishness is choosing what serves your long-term goals over short-term people-pleasing. And I think that is part of the reason why I want to, like, I have a bigger picture in play of what I want my long-term future to look like.
Right.
And in order for me to do that, I need this step. Now, is it backwards? Hell yeah. I will fully admit, if I could do it over, if I could redo it over, y'all were right. I was wrong.
Yep.
I can fully admit that. I can fully admit where I have made my mistake at.
Speak on it.
But we are here.
Yes, we are.
And I need this experience. I really felt like if it just would have happened last year like I wanted it to, this would be a very much different situation going into 2026.
But I don't, like I said, like I don't, like when we had the conversation when I was on the road and we was talking, I don't really think it's an experience thing for you, bro. Because I think you've already experienced, like, not necessarily per se living by yourself. I think it's just more of like the confidence to know that you can handle.
Thank you.
You can handle the confidence and having the discipline to know that you can handle what you need to handle within a household for yourself and for others. And I told you before, going back to shit that I've told you, I told you before, take it all on the chest and take it all on the chin about doing everything, bro. And on the back end, if it gets taken care of by other said party, then you know what you got. And if they don't do it, then you really know what you got, or you know what you don't got. And I think that plays a large part into this because now, like you said, you're doing it backwards. Now you're retroactively saying, okay, now I have to see if I can really get it by myself. When realistically, you could have been doing that all along.
Yeah, you're right.
And then hypothetically speaking, say everything still panned out the way it's panning out now, you wouldn't have such a tough decision right now of saying, should I do this? Should I not do this? Because you've already been doing it for so long.
Correct.
That you'll be like, cool. Like if this is what I have to do, I gotta move out on my own. So be it.
I feel that. Me and Juice was talking this morning, and like, I think as men, we have a hard time not necessarily saying no to drama, but saying no to distractions and saying no to guilt, because we, as men,
mine's is definitely the guilt. I can agree with that.
For most men, like if we care about somebody, we have a hard time of putting ourselves first over them.
For me, it's not the person; it's the situation.
Got you.
Because I always say this, I can give a shit about the person. Truthfully,
for me, it's the person, not the situation.
I can give a shit about the person because I can replace that person with whoever. Like, it's the situation. If the situation is that big of a situation for said person, then I care. Because now I can liken myself. I can empathize with the situation. Because I'm not gonna empathize with the person. I'm gonna empathize with the situation, because then it's like I can see anybody in the situation and feel the same way. But if the situation is removed and it's just the person, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, for me, it's the person. If me and the person got really history, it's the person for me, because if I care about you deeply,
right,
I will do what you do. You need it. I don't necessarily got it. I'll figure a way out because I know that you need it because I care about you.
Right.
And that's mainly been my downfall in life, because it'd be like, damn, I say this a lot. Like when I was, before I got with TR, right? It was damn. It was like I had so many people that would need my help, but when I need help, I ain't had nobody. It was I got this, I got this. Well, damn, like I always help you out. Like I really need help, and I can't rely on you. So it's
but again, so like to what I just said, I don't think I really think wholeheartedly it's never the person, it's always the situation, because to what you just said, people, I think because you as a person have helped that person out, they want to help you out. But because your situation isn't as big as what they feel like needs help, they're not going to help.
That's fair.
Like, it's like, I helped Teroy out because Teroy is my dog. But that situation ain't big enough for me to have to help.
Okay. Like, I got to be down on my ass, like,
yes,
like how it was year and a half.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Got you. Okay.
Like, it's to bring Warren into it. Like, we know Warren would help you out. He would. But because the situation wasn't that dire, he knew you would be able to fight through it.
Gotcha.
But if it was a dire situation, then it'd be like, okay, cool. I do to whatever is not gonna hurt me, I'm going to help you.
Got you. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Why men need boundaries? Boundaries protect time, mental energy, and focus. Without them, people drain you until there's nothing left. Why men without boundaries get walked over. Jobs, relationships, friendships. Exactly.
Well, you preaching, boy.
I agree. If you don't got no boundaries, like, okay.
That's my weak point. I can honestly say that's my weak point.
I will give you a perfect example. Used to mess with a girl with the 3 kids.
Right.
Because, I will admit, I was very much chasing the pussy in the throat.
Chasing ass.
Yes.
I had chasing tail.
I did not have boundaries.
Right.
So it was like, you need help? Damn, I ain't had nothing in a while. All right, I'll help you. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do it, but, I need this. I need something, so I got you. Instead of saying no, where you don't necessarily really care about, like, to keep it. She say she care, but like actions speak louder than words for me.
Okay.
And it's like your actions constantly prove to me that you really don't care. So it's like
that she doesn't care at all, or doesn't care enough.
Doesn't care enough.
Okay.
Like I would see all these, like, cause right, she had blocked me on Facebook, but I have a burner account, so I was able to see shit.
Yeah, this nigga go.
And it will be shit like, oh, I'll make sure my man's taking care of X,
What's
Y,
your
Z.
burner account name?
I can't tell people that because she do.
I'll
listen
get it
to
off.
this.
I'll get it off air.
Yeah, like it's something that, like, if you know me, you would know, but because there's no picture there,
right?
Like you wouldn't know that it's me,
right?
And it was just like, I had to teach myself with certain people boundaries. Like, hey, if I got it, unless it's like when I started working these 2 jobs, because I was going to wait till something to pay you back. But I'm going to pay you back because I don't know when the fuck I'm going to get this fucking money.
Right.
And if you sat there, came to me one day and was like, hey, look, I know you're working 2 jobs. I need real deal help with this. If I got it, I look at you now like you my little, like, you my big little brother at this point because of age. I mean, obviously, tall, weight wise, you're bigger than me, but age wise. So like, if you real deal was down and looking was like, hey, bro, I know you got it. I need this X, Y, and Z. I don't know when I can pay you back. I'm gonna be like, here, bro, you've always had my back. Take it. Don't worry about paying me back. Make sure you straight.
Right.
Because I fuck with y'all heavy.
Right.
I fuck with you heavy. Other certain people, like, I'm at the point in my life now to where, like, if I can't afford to give this to you without it hurting my pockets, I can't do it. Because I've done it so many times to you, and I've seen that you gave me your ass a kiss when I needed some help.
For me, I think my biggest issue with boundaries is mainly the standpoint of me implementing boundaries on people. I don't want to use the word scared, but that's the only word I can think of right now. It scares me when I put boundaries on myself, because I know the boundaries that I have for myself maybe aren't the maybe aren't the I don't want to say, maybe the boundaries I put on myself maybe aren't the expectations and the way other people grew up.
Okay.
And I know how strict my boundaries can be.
Okay.
And I know the zone that I would put myself in to where a lot of people wouldn't cross that line and fuck with me anymore. Which it doesn't scare me, but because of where I am in life, it's like I live by myself. I get the boys when I get the boys. I see y'all when I see y'all. Like, I'm a real deal loner. Like, I go outside to play flag to, I don't want to say to feel accepted, but to just to be around people so I don't lose my fucking shit. But outside of that, like, I don't like do shit. So if I had stricter boundaries on myself and the people that I dealt with, I real deal would not. I'd be a fucking monk, bro. And it's real, and it's something that I know I can do, but it's something that I don't uphold within myself for that long.
True.
Because even when I self-impose the whole like social media ban
like
on
the Zero
myself,
Dark 30 movie doing
that shit like that, and then people hit me up like, "Oh, bro, I ain't seen you," yeah. And it's like it's like I'll see the person in person, or I see people or in person or whatever, or they'll hit me up, or I happen to go back on Instagram, or happen to go back on like I said, I keep Facebook purely for flag, like whatever. Or I'll get back on TikTok and I'll see all these messages. Oh, where you been at? Yada. And it's like I feel like I have I feel like I owe the explanation of telling the person where I've been at. When I don't.
You don't.
Because that's my boundary. Like, I just don't want to be fucked with. I just want to shut everybody out. And I want to be able to do all of these things. But me self-imposing those boundaries on myself, it's like a duality in the understanding of saying, you know what you're getting yourself into, right? And I got to be able to like hold myself accountable and be like, yeah, I do.
One thing that I've had to learn, and I feel like it's true,
right?
Saying no builds respect, not resentment.
Ooh.
Because if
saying no builds respect,
not resentment. Okay. If like dealing with women, right? If you always tell them yes, and then you tell them no, they catch a mean attitude because they're so used to you saying yes. So now it's like you saying no. You telling me no, you always tell me yes. What? But if you tell them no off rip, they now know, okay, if I come to him with a serious matter, he knows it's serious because...
So for you, do you feel like a non-response is a no from you? Or do you feel like you have to verbalize or text or whatever you want to say, show the no?
I have to show the no because a non-response, they may be like, oh, maybe he just ain't seen it. Maybe I need to verbalize a no, so you know I mean like it's a no. Okay. Like it's not happening. Okay. Like it's not going down. And I have a hard problem telling people I care about no, even with this situation, because I don't like to see the people I care about hurt because I'm the one who hurt them. Okay. Like even this situation, like when we have conversations and seeing her cry, that should get to me a little bit because it's like, right. Damn, like I know I'm the cause of that, but I know this is something that I have to do. Like I have to put my foot down and be like, hey, like this is something.
Hey man, get a tissue, dry that shit up, bro.
And I'm trying to be a little more understanding because I am a person of why you crying. Right. So I'm trying to be a little more understanding of the feelings and why you're crying and trying, you know.
Okay. So question to you. Mm-hmm. Does your, and this is for you, does your discipline and boundaries come with understanding?
That's a good question. I can understand it, but that's not gonna change my answer. Okay. Yeah, I can understand it, but that's not gonna change. That's not gonna change how I feel. So I can be very understanding. Like I understand, just like she tells me she understands why I'm doing what I need to do. Right. She don't necessarily agree with it, but she feels like if there's something that I need to do, she's not going to want to. She feels like I'm not going to stop you from doing it because if I try to stop you and then you let me and then it don't work out, like now you resent me for it.
Would you? Because to what you just said, the no is for respect, not resentment.
Correct. I don't think I would. I don't think I would resent her for it. This is just something I really strongly about. I really felt strongly about this over the last year. This isn't something that just came out of nowhere. Like, this was something that's been building, that I've had in the back of my mind since October of 2024.
I thought you were just like 2020. God damn, nigga.
Nah, October of 2024. And I wanted to do it then, but the whole
random thought, and this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We're still in the first year of Trump's presidency, bro.
Bro, that's what I was saying. Like, random, just
random thought.
We got another 3 years of this fuck shit, bro. Like, we are fucked, bro. I was thinking about that yesterday. Like, hey,
yo, a random fucking thought, bro. As we were about to hit November, I'm like, damn, just a year ago we elected. Well, not we. He got elected, but that was just random.
All right. So the benefits of strategic selfishness, more energy to pour into your own growth. You have time freed up for, fitness, business, self-education, better emotional health, less burnout and resentment, higher standards. You stop tolerating what and who doesn't serve you, and create space to build something lasting, legacy, wealth, and peace.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Just trying to build higher standards for myself, because I have high standards. It's just not. I guess the best way to put it is, how, I don't know if you've ever watched people who run track when they train, or high school kids when they first get into track and they have to run the hurdles. They start on smaller hurdles.
Yeah.
Just so they can, get the steps down. You know what I mean? It's training, right? And then they gradually build them up to where the hurdle is really supposed to be at. And I think for me, that's my hurdle. Is that my respect factor and my boundaries and the understanding of who I am and what I'm about and my respect levels, because I'll never allow somebody to disrespect me at all. It's just certain people that I deal with have access to, get around those hurdles.
Yeah. Without
actually having to go over them. Or they're able to duck under certain hurdles and still make it through. That's where my struggle is for me currently in my life. That it's just certain people that I just don't have the answer to be able to, actually it's like a teacher. I just don't have they have the answer key.
Yeah.
And I don't have the fortitude to fail them on the test.
Yeah.
Even though they cheated. I know they're cheating on the test. I'm watching them cheat. It's a non-open book test. And they're sitting right in front of me with the fucking book open, turning to the page, staring me in the eye as they circle C, then circle A for the next question. And it's just I just don't have it in me to be like, yeah, you're out of the class, you're failed. Or I don't have it in me to not allow them to retake the class.
Okay. I get with that. Yeah. So we're going to touch on two more things. We'll wrap it up. The danger of being overly unselfish. If you're always giving, you're being taken for granted. I 1,000% agree with that.
I 2,000%.
If you're always giving, you're being taken for granted because now they expect it, as opposed to, I appreciate him. It's an expectation. Then when you don't do it, people get fucking upset.
I think it's a appreciation, but the appreciation doesn't come when it's needed.
Correct.
Because you can give and give and give, and a person can take and take and take, but that person necessarily doesn't appreciate it until it's pulled away.
Yes.
But once it's pulled away, it has to be an understanding that in that pulling away, you can't re-give it back out.
Correct.
You can't. Because once you do it, it's just going to create the same cycle over and over again.
It creates blurred boundaries, create toxic relationships, and lost identity because you lose sight of your own goals trying to meet everyone else's.
Yeah.
And this statement here, I agree with. Nice guys finish last when they forget themselves completely and trying to make sure everybody else is straight.
You say nice guys
finish last when they forget themselves completely.
I'm not gonna say I disagree with that statement, but I don't fully. I think there's parts to that statement that are missing. Like, I do feel like nice guys finish last, but it's on their own accord.
Okay.
So they have the power to not finish last, or we have the, because I feel like I'm a nice guy. We have the power to not finish last, but we still choose to do it because we like to see other people finish before us.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
And it's having the understanding that it's okay to finish first, and other people finish behind you. That is not going to taint the race.
Definitely.
Like,
I can get with that.
It like, that's okay. It's kind of like when Boston won their championship, right? Like, everybody knows Tatum's the face of that franchise. Everybody knows that. But Jaylen Brown winning Eastern Conference Player of the playoffs and then winning NBA Finals, like, it was just like, that didn't taint Boston's legacy. Like, y'all still won as a team. But at the same time, like, there has to be some type of understanding, like, hey, like, at some point, you got to take it on. You got to take it out for yourself and be like, I'm gonna just do this shit for me. And if you follow along, you follow along, and if you don't, you don't.
Yeah. All right. How to practice strategic selfishness? We gotta audit our time. What drains you versus what fuels you. Say no without apology or guilt. Schedule self-first time like meetings, gym, quiet work blocks, hobbies. Limit access to yourself because not everyone deserves your time, and you can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, it's a fact.
I do agree with that.
If I'm always helping out, like I'm always giving to other people, I'm not able to pour into myself. Eventually, I'm gonna get burned out. At some point.
So for me, it's not the pouring from an empty cup. It's the expecting that when their cup is filled, that they're gonna pour back.
Exactly. I can get with that.
So
I can agree with that.
I don't mind necessarily attempting to pour from an empty cup, even though I'm fuel tank is on E. Am I willing to give this person a ride to work? Sure, I will. But it's having the mindset shift of saying, I'm not going to give this person a ride to work with my gas tank on E because they've shown me time after time when they have the opportunity to give me gas money that they don't do it.
Preach on it.
And I'm personally not the type of person to, and we're just putting it in monetary terms, I'm not the type of person to ask a person for money who owes me money. Because you know this. Like, you.
Correct.
Like, I have a homeboy, just went to North Carolina. He's been owing me money for the longest fucking time. And like, our little friend group, our little flag group, or whatever, we stayed in a hotel. And Buddy was like, yeah, it's going to be this much for the hotel. And I was ready to send my money. And then he hit me on the side. He was like, hey, don't worry about it. Just, I'm going to send your money because I know I owe you. And in that moment, I was like, you know what? You were like, not saying that I thought you forgot, but it was just one of those things where it's like, okay, cool. I appreciate that. I thoroughly appreciate that because you didn't forget.
Yep.
So it's people like that I look to surround myself with.
Okay.
That am I going to hassle you about money? I'm not. Because at the end of the day, either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it, because I had my opportunity to not assist you in what you were asking for. And I wouldn't have been none the wiser in the time, in the moment. Like,
correct.
I give you bread if I choose not to do it, not to say it's a trickle down effect later on that I still wouldn't have been broke. But later on down the line, now it's kind of like you said earlier, like if I need the bread, I'm not gonna come to you and be like, hey, remember that money I gave you? Like I need that shit right now. Not finna do that because I feel like if that was the case, I should have never gave you the fucking bread in the first place.
Correct.
So it's the same thing with the boundaries and expectations. Like I can't hold somebody to a standard and boundary somebody off and tell them not to cross a boundary that, you know, I necessarily didn't hold firm on in the beginning.
Correct.
To start with.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. All right, let's wrap it up, man. Recap: discipline builds your foundation. Selfishness protects it. For my listeners, where are you giving too much and getting nothing back? Think about that. If you want to email me, DM me.
Where are you what?
Where are you giving too much and getting nothing back?
Lord have mercy, Troy. Are you podding?
Hey, man, listen. All right, so next week's episode 3 of the 4-part series, told you I was going to finish the series, is The Cost of Chaos, Life Without Discipline.
I have a question for you, right? And I was thinking about this shit at work because I be listening to like random shit at work. When was the last time that you cleaned your mind? Talking about boundaries, talking about discipline. When was the last time? You don't got to answer it. Just a thought process. Like, when was the last time? Because you know how people, you know, you clean your house, you all this other shit, right? But when was the last time you actually like cleaned your mind? Like took out the trash, cleaned up your long-term memory, mopped your short-term memory?
I don't think I have, bro.
Ever?
I don't think I have.
Like, you don't think you've ever cleaned your mental house?
Because them long-term memories are always there.
I'm not saying they won't be there, but it's kind of like you know how people have a junk drawer, or you have like, you know, like you have clothes everywhere and shit like that. But it's like, when was the last time you actually like were clear-headed?
I'm like, for real.
I know, but that's that. But like, that's the question. Like, when was the last time you was actually like clear-headed about everything you were doing in life? Like, there was, not to say you will never have no doubts or anything, but where there was little to no doubt about where you were going in life, what you were doing in life, and who you were doing it with in life.
I think it would have to be, I say the only time I probably really felt like that was the first year of me doing the play-by-play. Okay. I had direction. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew why I was doing it, and I had a plan of how to get there. Now, I ain't follow the plan, but that will probably be the only time. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Y'all know where to find me, social media and all of that. Saying no to others is saying yes to your future. I'll see y'all next week, man. Peace.